Hi, I'm John Anderson. I'm the CTO of AVidea Group, and I'm here to talk to you about our flagship product, Safe Zone Gunfire Detection. There is an epidemic of active shooter incidents severely impacting public safety, and the issue grows daily. Time is the enemy in any emergency situation. Every minute that a gunshot victim spends waiting for treatment puts them 7 to 10% closer to death. Neutralizing the threat as quickly as possible is critical to victim survival so that EMS can get in and begin treatment. Now, it's an average of 5 minutes after that first shot is fired before 911 is notified. Another 13 minutes before police arrive on scene. Once they're on scene, they have to get corroborating witness statements from often traumatized victims, and amid the panic and the chaos, an additional 12 minutes is lost. Despite the coverage that education incidents get, almost half of all active shooter incidents occur in commercial buildings. And a third of those occur in buildings that have locked doors and access control systems. Locked doors are simply not a solution, and they can present additional challenges to first responders trying to get into the building. The only reliable way to reduce response time is with a fully automated gunfire detection system that delivers accurate, real-time information to the people who need it most. Safe Zone alerts authorities and those on site less than 10 seconds after the first shot is fired. This information can help accelerate and improve law enforcement response, and people on site can use this information to identify safe zones where they can gather and prevent further loss of life. We utilize a patent-pending distributed network of sensors that communicates with our patent-pending cloud-based machine learning algorithms. This allows us to ensure accuracy, reliability, and speed. Safe Zone is affordable. A detector is installed in every room, starting at $150 per device, and once installed, they're so small, they're almost invisible. Our timing, unfortunately, is ideal. This market is poised for huge growth, growing to over $3 billion in the next 4 years, and researchers say that the most limiting factor on that growth is the high cost of the currently available systems, oftentimes exceeding $1,000 per device. Well, Safe Zone has all the features of the most expensive systems on the market while still costing less than even the most basic. We've partnered with distributors in various vertical channels, leveraging their existing relationships to help shorten what would be otherwise long sales cycles, especially in areas like education. And since our soft launch in January, we've gained a lot of attention. Safe Zone has appeared on TV, in print, and online. And we've been able to turn that attention into traction. We've partnered with iWellness to provide Safe Zone for hospitals and wellness centers, Stampede and B&H Electronics to sell into security markets and education markets, and those are just some of the highlights. Our team has extensive experience in marketing, sales, product development, product engineering. This is a team that has been there, done that. Now, this is a problem that affects all citizens, and as such, we want input from as many people as possible. We need to raise awareness that solutions exist that aren't limited to high-dollar budgets. In addition, we're seeking experts to help us bring products to market that work well for everybody involved. We don't want to develop this in an echo chamber because it's a problem that affects everybody. Once again, my name is John Anderson, and I'll be answering questions now.
Distributed at the residential level?
We have had residential interest, less in the United States, more from countries such as South Africa, Israel, Palestine, and we are exploring those options as well.
Yeah, I guess I have a follow-up to that. Can you talk about your sales channels?
Yeah, so we've partnered with distributors in various vertical channels where we've seen a lot of interest. We sell through the distributors. Those distributors have a dealer base that actually goes out, does the installation, pulls all the wires, puts the product in, and sets it up. It's the same kind of model you would see from a security company. For example, if you see ADT, whenever they roll a truck, it's usually a third-party dealer that's providing ADT.
Can you talk a little bit about false positives or a check in the system so that, I know like with, I'm not an expert in this, but ADT, like they get triggered, they might call you to try and, but it's not as critical. I mean, this is critical, the response time. So can you just talk about how that process is monitored?
Yeah, absolutely. As I mentioned before, we use a set of sophisticated cloud-based machine learning algorithms. That's kind of our first gatekeeper. In addition to that, once an alert gets sent out, it can be confirmed by people on site once they get the notification through the app, text message, email, however they've decided to set up their contact list. That information can be corroborated with what dispatch sees to verify an event. One thing that's very interesting about the testing we've done so far, we've never been able to trigger a false positive unless it is an explosion of some kind, which you could argue you'd also want to know about, and we do identify those separately from gunshots.
I think we're good. Thank you.